About 3 years ago at an event called I'll Make Me a World in Iowa, a student approached me, or a young person I should say approached me, and the face looked familiar but I didn't recognize the name. And they gave me a bear hug. And he said, "Mr. Hall, it's so good to see you." And he said, "I know you thought I wasn't listening. I know you thought I probably didn't care. I know you thought I probably wasn't motivated," but he said, "I want you to know I was listening." And he said, "I didn't always make the best decisions while I was out there on my own," but he said, "I always filtered my decisions with what would those brothers say about the choices that I'm about to make." And I felt like I made some better choices because of some of those conversations I had. So he was thanking me, and I was really, really touched by that, and it totally re-energized me about how important this program really, really is, because you can't always see here in the auditorium or in the classroom with the students how you might be impacting someone, but clearly our organization is having an impact. Our mission is to bridge educational and leadership opportunities for students and create better citizens for our community.
Scholarship and mentorship are our cornerstone. Every year we award scholarships at the Black and Gold Ball, typically from applicants from all areas of the greater Des Moines area.
We have given I believe over $80,000 away in the last 7 to 8 years.
Our goal is to ensure that students who want to go to school but don't have the financial means can receive some assistance from us to move forward with their pursuits.
The opportunities that we are providing for them, I don't think rests in the amount of money that we give. The amount of money that we give is negligible to the issue at hand. The greater Des Moines community has, and high schools in the Des Moines area, have some significant high school dropout problems. Large percentages of our students, both men and women, are not prepared for college. And in a community like this, where less than 3% of the population is diverse overall, not just African American, why would we not take time to explain to a kid that we do exist? Where else would they see us?
We've been doing this in the Des Moines Public Schools for quite a while. I have to say 7 or 8 plus years. We've actually been in East High School actively right now for about 5 years. There's a lot of good kids here. However, there's a lot of distractions.
We're called a PLA school. That's the Iowa acronym for persistently low achieving. Right now we have roughly 30% of our kids each year that do not graduate. To me, that's an atrocity. When you munch numbers, that would be a rough estimate of around 180 kids a year that go out in our streets of Des Moines without a diploma that should have.
A school cannot do it alone. A parent cannot do it alone.
It's needed here because, I mean, like the African American students here, I mean, they get basically like looked upon as like the bad image, as far as like saggy pants, not going to class, not graduating, things like that. So them actually coming here to help us gives us like a better image and help us to change our image of ourselves.
For them to be able to see the possibilities for themselves. Our members are in all different types of professions: doctors, attorneys, business people, business owners, the school system, you name it.
So this becomes a case of us helping the students that are directly impacted, but then also the indirect. The students that don't ever come to our functions. The ones that see us every other week, a bunch of black men walking down the hall in trench coats and nice hats and speak really well and their teachers say hello to. They get a chance every other week to see that. And there are some kids somewhere that won't ever talk to us, but we've impacted their lives.
You got to be thinking about where you want to live one day. Now, here's the thing, and I call it ABC rule. You can live with your mom and daddy your whole life. Who wants to do that? Thank you. I hope not. Or you can have your own home, or you can be rent. Now, typically, why do most people don't want to rent? Why? You don't own it. Correct. So you want some ownership, correct? You got ownership in what else? Your education. Ownership. When do you take this ownership? Do you wait till you are in 9th grade, 12th grade, college? When do you start taking this ownership?
We prepare the kids for after high school in a sense in terms of getting them to think about having a plan. Some kids wait till after high school to start the plan. We want them to start the plan right now. And so we encourage them to come to our program, to ask questions, to participate. These kids need more resources. These kids here, some of them might not get a good meal at night. Some of them might not have their parents at home once they get home. We want to give them the opportunity to be on a level playing field. That means, going to college, getting good grades, being successful, getting a good job, having a family. Those are all the things that a lot of us have, and we want to share those things with them.
The college tour was an event that was put on the Children's Day Off at East High School. We chartered several buses, coordinated with Iowa State and Des Moines Area Community College in Ankeny. They received a tour of the campus, got to see what college life is like at a local community college, and they especially enjoyed having a gourmet lunch prepared by the students at the culinary school at BMAC. From there, we went on to Iowa State, where they got to see a larger campus. They thoroughly enjoyed it, and what impressed me the most about the students was the fact that while many students could have enjoyed their day off, we had close to 40 students come in and get on a bus and pursue their dream. Every year, the Zeta Kappa Lambda Educational Foundation allots a table for students of the greater Des Moines area to attend our annual Black and Gold Ball. Our goal in doing that is to expand their scope. A lot of times what we see is the children that we mentor are limited by what they see and what they experience. So we have a table to allow students to, for the first time, experience a black tie affair, mingle with educated adults, and begin to create an experience that they can take forward with them throughout their lives.
In order to do anything, you gotta take leadership over whatever you're doing. You gotta acknowledge what you have to do to get where you wanna go.
I plan on going to Iowa State for aerospace engineering and aeronautical sciences. I got accepted to USC, so that's still a possibility.
Plan on moving to Atlanta, Georgia, and attend school at either Morehouse or Georgia State.
I value the networking and the connections I make. I think that's a big part of the reason I keep coming.
They help you realize where you want to go, what you want to do.
Learned a lot, kind of matured as a person.
Well, basically, I guess they made me feel that really anything's possible if you put your mind to it.
It's important because we are the student. I mean, we are exactly who we're talking to. I'm a high school dropout and worked my way up from there to eventually graduating from Drake University Law School. So when I speak to the students, it's a different perspective. When I say that I am them, they are us, they are me. they can achieve that. But you have to be able to show that picture. You have to be able to help them where academia does not, as well as where real world begins.
Why should we support this program? And my response to them is, why wouldn't you support this program? You know, and again, I tie it back to our mission. We're trying to build better citizens for our community.
The fact is that the failures of our youth cost the community. It costs in assistance programs, it costs in lost labor, it costs in incarceration rates and funding. We can choose to invest the money in those areas tomorrow, or we can choose to mentor them today. I think that is one of our biggest impacts to the community.
In order to invest in some of the supplies that we provide the students here, such as day planners, to take students on our college tour. We also have a leadership academy that we take some students to on an annual basis, and this takes funding. We award college scholarships because we want to help our students financially get to the next level and continue their education at the next level. And all of that takes financing. So we need both individuals as well as the business community to support what we're doing. And the hope is that we will create some legacy, that they will be good, productive citizens in this community, and they can come back to East High School and help carry on what we've been doing and lend a hand and help the next generation of students so that they can also be successful in life.